Steam engines are engines powered by pressurized steam. They have a boiler that uses heat from a fire to boil water. The boiling water creates the steam that powers the engine. A steam engine has a piston with a valve on each end. When the steam is let through a valve on one end, it pushes the piston to the other end, triggering the other valve to open, which pushes the piston back the other way, where the cycle repeats. The linear motion of the piston is converted to rotations of the wheel. Steam engines have more consistent power and torque than combustion engines because steam engines get power on the upstroke and the downstroke. In practice, steam engines have to be well lubricated. To do this, they have oil containers mounted at various places on the engine where small amounts of oil are dripped into it. During the late 1600s in England, experimenting with vacuum pumping and pressure systems eventually resulted in the first steam engine to receive a patent. This steam engine was built by Thomas Savery in 1698 and was designed and sold to pump floodwater out of mines. In his patent, he wrote this description of the engine: "A new invention for raising of water and occasioning motion to all sorts of millwork by the impellent force of fire, which will be of great use and advantage for draining mines, surveying towns with water, and for the working of all sorts of mills where they have not the benefit of water nor consistent winds." However, it was not very successful because of its low power output and the high cost of running it. The first commercially successful steam engine was invented by Thomas Newcomen around 1712, and was commercially successful because it was easily built and repaired, and because, unlike Savery's engine, Newcomen's machine operated at normal atmospheric pressure. With Savery's engine, boiler explosions were a hazard that kept potential buyers away. The next big development in steam power came in 1759. A man named James Watt made the Newcomen engine more efficient by having a separate condenser, greatly reducing the amount of heat needed to run it. A putt-putt boat is a simple type of steam-powered boat that can be made at home. It is powered by a small candle and uses a soda can boiler. When the candle is lit, the water in the boiler evaporates into steam, expanding and pushing some of the water out of the boiler. Then the steam hits the cool top of the boiler, causing it to condense, sucking the water back in. This propels the boat forwards. Here's a putt-putt boat in action. By the late 19th century, steam was the dominant source of power. Trains, ships, and even entire factories were powered by steam. Steam engines were briefly used to power the first automobiles, but they were quickly replaced by the internal combustion engine. Today, steam engine technology is mostly obsolete. It is not widely used in consumer products or manufacturing. However, steam turbines, which are similar to steam engines, are still widely used in electric power generation. Today, the basic steam engine design is still used by steam engine enthusiasts who design and build elaborate models.
pistons, right?
Yeah.
Because you need it to be.
Incredible. All the other things have to be machined from like Bostock, like this stuff here.
Even though they are not complicated, steam engines were fundamental to the Industrial Revolution, and today there are many clubs and museums that focus on the technology. In fact, the footage for this film was recorded during the annual Yankee Steam Up at the New England Wireless and Steam Museum. And most recently, the intricacies of steam engines inspired the science fiction genre of steampunk, seen in today's popular movies and books.
Did you bring it today?
Steam engines. Not only are they an important link to our history, but they continue to fascinate engineers and artists today.